Mookie, we'll start with Gavin Stone. Perfect through 5 innings, only 2 runs. How impressive was he this evening?
That was huge. That was huge. I mean, he's young, but he's got some dog in him up there, and he's battling. And, I mean, we needed that, especially after yesterday. Going through extra innings and whatnot, so he showed up and showed out.
That defensive performance, how did you guys support him?
We did what we were supposed to do, catch the ball and make outs. But he's really the star today.
We often talk about the top of the order. Of course, you, Shohei, and Freddie, but tonight, the bottom of the order. How did they set the table for you?
They just turned it over. I came up a couple times with guys on base. I was able to come through today, but I know I got Shohei behind me, so I know he's always going to come through. But, it's going to take a full team effort, and today it definitely showed.
We know that we've talked about you just being really hot coming into this season, but with runners in scoring position, finding ways to be clutch, what is just your mindset and your approach in those situations?
I don't know. I probably think to myself, at the end of the day, no matter what, I got a beautiful wife and kids at home, and give it your best, and if not, you always get a hug and kiss when you get home.
Yeah, well, it seems to be working. So, Mookie, congratulations on the win tonight and turning the page from yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah, last night it was about the slug, really, for both teams. No home runs in this game tonight. Dodgers hit 4 last night, 8 singles, but it was that guy at the top of the order, Nomar. Mookie Betts had 3 of those base hits, knocked in a couple runs.
Yeah, well, we talked about the pressure that the opposing pitcher feels when you see a guy like Mookie Betts coming to the plate, and you got man on base, and you got a pitch out of the stretch. And as he mentioned, you're going, okay, not only do I have to make sure I make quality pitches against Mookie Betts, if I don't, then you have a guy named Shohei Ohtani right behind him. So, yeah, oftentimes we talked about if you get on base, they're going to feel it. They're going to have to make the perfect pitch to these guys, and it puts them pressure, and they'll make a mistake over the middle of the plate, and these guys will capitalize on it. Mookie Betts, they weren't big swings. It was just about putting them in play.
I think this was my favorite swing right there. Understand, a sac fly will do it, but if I stay inside the baseball, go the other way, I can get a knock out of it, moving the runner. Obviously, Kike Hernandez, come on down. Gavin Lux going first to third. We got action. I just love his approach. And I understand the situation. We know Mookie Betts can drive the ball out of the ballpark. That first at bat with a runner in scoring position against the knuckleballer, just get the barrel to the baseball, base hit left side. Then a lefty staying inside the ball, going the other way on a line, just tremendous. Not just at bats from Mookie Betts, but really 1 through 9 great at bats, and even Max Muncy getting his big J-Lo in the way.
Is that what it's called? His big J-Lo.
That's right.
In case you missed the breaking news before the game, the Dodgers have placed Bobby Miller on the 15-day IL with shoulder inflammation. Miller was dominant in his first start of the season against the Cardinals. Didn't quite look the same in his next couple of outings, giving up 7 runs in 5 2/3 innings, averaging 98.3 miles an hour with his fastball this year, which is only down a little bit from 2023. With more on Bobby Miller and also tonight's win, let's head to Dodger Stadium. Dave Roberts is talking about things with Kirsten Watson in the media.
Just how impressive was his outing this evening?
It was, we needed it. We needed the length. We needed to put up zeros, and he was fantastic all night. This is what can happen when you pitch with conviction. And he was on the attack from pitch 1, flooding the zone, making those guys uncomfortable, and using his entire pitch mix. I thought Will did a fantastic job. And, I can't say enough about what Gavin Stone did tonight.
With the news of Bobby Miller, I know that we haven't gotten into specifics just yet, but just how valuable is it having someone like Gavin to play a performance like this evening, just knowing you might be without Bobby for a little bit?
I think it's something where obviously Gavin and Bobby are close, and losing Bobby for whatever time it's going to be, I think there is something where Gavin's understanding that he's got to up his game, and he's going to have a runway, some opportunity, and he's got to be good. And so, obviously Bobby, with the inflamed shoulder, I don't know how long that's going to be. So that's why we made the corresponding moves with Brogdon and Miller tonight.
What did you kind of bring up Bobby?
It just hasn't been recovering the last couple starts. And so I think for us, there's a little smoke, and we want to make sure that there's a long way to go. So we want to kind of nip it early. I think after the last start, he was just wasn't recovering right. And there wasn't one particular throw or one particular outing.
Did you have an MRI or anything?
No. I don't think he. I'm not sure. Mike.
What is your understanding of, I guess, the severity or lack?
It's just inflammation. It's from what I understand, it's nothing structural at all, and so I'll have that answer tomorrow if we had images, but I don't know right now.
It's not like first pitch strikes were huge for Gavin. Even a lot of 0-2 counts, I think, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that hitters, those guys are aggressive early in the count, and for him to be able to kind of, use both sides of the plate, strike his changeup, and then he even stole some strikes with the curveball, and so getting ahead in the count and then being able to dictate counts is huge.
How impressive was the poise, particularly after the delay with the Profar?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean, it just, I've used that word unflappable with other guys, and he's one of those guys too. He was focused all night from pitch one, and even after that little kind of, delay, it didn't affect him.
How big of a difference was Gavin's poise this year compared to like last?
He showed spurts. There was a start here, I think. There was a start in Boston that he was really good. It's just the inconsistencies that we've got to get him pitching like this with this type of conviction on the plate, in the attack, on the attack, more often.
What happened between Profar and Will Smith?
From what I understand, for me there wasn't feel there, and you got to be able to throw inside, and obviously with one out in a one-run ball game, the pitcher's not going to throw at a hitter. You can't afford a base runner, so. I don't understand if that was gamesmanship or what, and Will kind of tried to let him know that we're not throwing at you, just get back in the box and play the game.
Well, going back to what Dave Roberts was talking about with Bobby Miller, saying he wasn't really recovering after that last start that he made. But the good news that we're hearing, no structural damage. And Jack Harris of the LA Times saying a Dodger source told him it is not severe, Nomar, and that surgery won't be required, but they are shutting him down, at least for now.
Oh, yeah. And you heard Dave Roberts talk about, there's a little smoke there, right? And you're going, okay, if there's smoke, there's fire. But we're going, okay, if there's maybe just a little bit there, let's take care of it now before it gets really bad. And, maybe there's, we all have inflammation. We all have sores. We get that, right? That's natural for us to have on a regular basis. But obviously, I'm glad it seems like he's speaking up and saying, I'm not recovering, and probably talking to them about it. And I think that is really good, because then they can give him this time now, especially early in the season, to make sure, that it doesn't get worse, that he doesn't hurt anything else. And hopefully just with rest, it'll calm down, and he'll be out there real soon.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've nipped it in the bud. And you know what? For a guy like Bobby Miller, who's obviously is like that Lamborghini, runs that fastball anywhere from 100 to 101 miles an hour, you got to make sure he's right. No structural damage, making sure that inflammation calms down. Boy, we need Bobby Miller. But especially we need him in the second half of this. A lot of deep breaths.
He earned that run score. Dodgers win at 5-2. Gavin Stone's first win of 2024. Let's hear from him with Kirsten and the media.
Well, Gavin, impressive night by you, perfect through 5. When you think about just how you were able to attack them this evening, was this one of the best, feelings you kind of had on the mound here tonight?
Yeah, I would say so. I felt like me and Willie were on the same page pretty much all night, so that helps a lot. But yeah, just attacking and seeing where that goes.
What was the focus for you?
I would say just pound the zone. Just pound the zone with all my pitches, be as confident as I can with all my pitches. And keep the ball low.
What happened there in 6?
Probably just left some pitches over the middle.
Dave talks about pitching with conviction. Do you feel different when that's happening? Is there like a sort of a sense or a confidence that's different on a night like tonight?
Yeah, I feel like, every pitcher needs to pitch with a conviction. If you don't, then obviously you're not going to be as sharp. So, that's key for everybody, I feel like.
How did you pass the time with the rain delay, and how did that sort of affect you or not?
Not really. I just kind of tried to keep it as normal as possible, just move everything back 2 hours.
What did Will and Mookie tell you after that situation with Profar?
Oh, nothing. They were just, I guess, trying to calm me down at the time. I didn't think it was a big deal, but yeah, they were just trying to calm me down.
Do you think he was maybe trying to throw you off a little bit with profile? Like, what do you think kind of came from that?
Maybe, I don't know.
You think you were throwing at him in a perfect game?
I don't know. Maybe.
How would you just assess how tonight went for you?
Yeah, I felt like it was good. Obviously, felt like a couple pitches I left over the plate that they put some damage on. Freddie made a nice stop in that 7th inning against Machado, but overall pretty good.
Do you kind of feel the excitement of the crowd, like as the innings start piling up, like going to that 6th inning? It seems like everyone was, kind of knew what was going on. Like, do you kind of feel that, or you just trying to stay?
Yeah. I'll be honest, I can't really hear anything when I'm pitching, so I don't think it really matters. But yeah, you can definitely hear them, while you're walking off and stuff. So that's cool.
Were you starting to think something special might happen?
Trying not to.
Yeah.
Trying not to.
Gavin, do you feel like you're trusting your stuff a little bit more this year and like kind of pitching with a little bit more confidence in the zone?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's a big difference from last year to this year and how I feel on the mound.
All right, first one of the year for Gavin Stone. He was absolutely outstanding in this game. What was key for him tonight, Nomar?
Well, with Gavin Stone, we all know he has a great changeup. The Padres know he has a good changeup. He's got a curveball. He's got a fastball with some late life to it. But I'm sure the Padres are going, listen, I got to get him up in the zone because the changeup will be flat. I can see that curveball and do that. But we're going to go to the K zone. And what Gavin Stone did really well was he established the bottom of the zone with that fastball, which makes his changeup even more devastating. This is early in the game. This is in the 1st inning. He's going down there, and with that fastball, he is pounding the bottom part of the zone, making excellent pitches. Here he even finishes off Machado's back-to-back fastballs down in the zone with that fastball. Here's a 3-1 pitch down. Now these guys have to look for that pitch. They have to be honest with that and know, okay, well, he might go down there, which sets that changeup up there. If you cut the strike zone in half and you're looking up, now you have to go down there, start looking for those pitches, and it makes those other ones even more effective. And even if he wants to climb the ladder with the fastball, which he did at times, it makes that even more devastating. Great job hitting that zone and then working off of that.
I love the running fastball. We didn't see the Cronenworth fastball that ran away at 95. Yeah. I mean, great late life on that running fastball. The first 2 at-bats to Manny Machado, he pitched him perfectly. I think Manny Machado was sitting soft his first at-bat, but because he established that fastball, his second at-bat, I got to be honest with that fastball, it looks like a fastball, and he got him the changeup. Outstanding job establishing the fastball first, down, in and out. Great outing.
Just how impressive was Gavin Stone this evening?
Yeah, he was really good. He's mixing pitches. He's constantly executing pitches, getting in on guys, putting guys away with his changeup, his heater. Yeah, I thought he was really good tonight.
How do you see him just continuing to evolve at the big league level and now looking to find kind of this consistency at this top tier spot?
Yeah, he's just continuing to learn, to grow. Just learning how to pitch and how to get guys out at this level. It's challenging and it's hard, and he's doing a good job handling it all and getting better each start.
What did you see differently from him tonight than his 2 previous starts?
Just the execution was a little more crisp, missing in the right spots instead of over the heart of the plate. I think he had a good feel for his changeup tonight, and that's his best pitch, and he's just executing.
Was it hard to remain calm when he's got a perfect game going on your end?
No, you're just going 1 pitch at a time, trying to get guys out. So, yeah.
What happened there with Profile?
Yeah. I don't know. He took offense to cutter inside. He was just staring at Stoney. I felt like I needed to say something, just stand up for Stoney. I thought the whole thing was kind of silly, stupid, whatever you want to call it. But, I don't really know why he thought we were trying to hit him there. There was just a pulled cutter. But, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Did you mention he had a perfect game going?
No.
What? That was interesting.
Yeah. What about Gavin's poise, throughout the whole game, but especially after that?
Yeah, I thought he was fine. Didn't get him rattled at all. Punched him out. And then... I guess he flew out right there, but he ran calm. It's just 1 pitch after the other. He's in good headspace today, and he's just going out there competing and executing pitches.
reinforcement of 100 kilometers ahead of about 200 meters.